Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, those of you daring to be more than what you've been told you can be, let me tell you something today. The only limits you have are the ones you believe in. I want you to pause for a moment and think about that. Are you living in a box someone else built for you? Or worse, one you built for yourself? Fear, doubt, failure. These things don't define you unless you let them. I know fear has a voice. Oh, it's loud. It tells you you can't. It tells you you're not good enough, but here's what you do. You look fear in the eye and you say, watch me rise, watch me fight, watch me soar. Stop playing small. Your dreams, your vision, it's not supposed to be comfortable. It's supposed to scare you a little. If it doesn't, you're not dreaming big enough. And don't forget this when you break free. You don't just do it for yourself. You do it for every person who's ever doubted their own potential. You become the proof. You become the inspiration. You become the reason someone else says, if they can do it, so can I. Most limits we face in life are not imposed by the world around us, but are the walls we build in our minds. These self-imposed barriers are born out of fear, doubt, and the stories we've been told are the ones we've told ourselves. Society plays a role too, shaping our beliefs about what is possible and acceptable. But the truth is, the most formidable opponent we face is often within us. Think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from pursuing something because a little voice in your head said, what if I fail or I'm not good enough? That voice, that doubt, it doesn't come from nowhere. It's a byproduct of experiences, criticisms, and sometimes even well-meaning advice. Maybe you've been told to be realistic or to know your limits. These phrases, often spoken with good intentions, plant seeds of limitation in our minds. Over time, we water those seeds with every mistake, setback, or rejection, allowing them to grow into towering walls that seem insurmountable. But here's the truth that many don't realize: those walls aren't real. They're not built of brick and mortar. They're constructed from fear, self-doubt, and misconceptions about our own abilities. Fear, in particular, is a master architect of these barriers. It whispers in our ear, magnifying every potential risk and minimizing every potential reward. Fear tells us to stay in the comfort zone because it's safe there. It convinces us that stepping out is dangerous, that failure is a disaster, and that we're not equipped to handle the unknown. But the comfort zone, while safe, is also a cage. It keeps us from growing, exploring, and reaching for the extraordinary. Then there's self-doubt, which is fear's close cousin. Self-doubt tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or strong enough. It compares our worst days to someone else's best moments and convinces us we'll never measure up. It's relentless, feeding on our insecurities and magnifying them until they feel like insurmountable obstacles. But here's the thing about self-doubt: it's not a reflection of your true potential. It's a distorted lens, and you have the power to change the perspective. And let's not forget the societal expectations that often shape our perceptions of what's possible. From a young age, we're told what success looks like, what paths are worth pursuing, and what roles we should play. These expectations can box us in, making us feel like we must follow a predetermined script. But life is not a script, it's a blank page, and you are the author. You have the power to write your own story, no matter how unconventional or audacious it may seem. The first step to breaking free from these self-imposed barriers is recognizing them for what they are: illusions. They feel real because we've spent so much time believing in them, but they're not. Once you see that these limits are just thoughts, fleeting, malleable, and entirely within your control, you can begin to dismantle them. It starts with challenging the narratives you've accepted as truth. When fear says you can't, respond with, why not? When self-doubt says you're not enough, remind yourself of every challenge you've overcome and every strength you possess. It also helps to shift your focus. Instead of fixating on the potential for failure, imagine the possibilities of success. Instead of fearing the unknown, embrace it as an adventure. Growth and success don't happen in the comfort zone. They happen in the spaces where we're willing to take risks and push beyond what feels safe. It's not about being fearless, that's a myth. It's about being courageous, which means acting despite the fear. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Seek out voices that uplift and encourage you to think bigger. Sometimes we need a reminder that we're capable of more than we've allowed ourselves to believe. Inspiration can come from books, mentors, or even the stories of others who have shattered their limits and risen to greatness. Use these as fuel to propel yourself forward. Ultimately, the barriers we face in life are as strong as we allow them to be. They're not impenetrable. They're not permanent. And the moment you decide to question them, to challenge them, and to push through them, they begin to crumble. It's not easy. It takes effort, persistence, and a willingness to confront your fears head on, but the reward is worth it. On the other side of those self-imposed walls lies freedom. Freedom to dream bigger, achieve more, and become everything you were meant to be. Your mindset is the most powerful tool you possess. It shapes your reality, determines your actions, and ultimately dictates the outcomes of your life. Every great achievement, every breakthrough moment begins with a single thought, I can. Yet so often we underestimate the significance of our thoughts. We allow negativity, doubt, and fear to dominate, not realizing that these mental patterns are the root cause of the limits we feel trapped by. The power of mindset is the difference between a life of mediocrity and a life of greatness. To break free from limits, you must first master your mind. The way you perceive yourself and the world around you directly influences your actions. If you believe that you are capable, resourceful, and deserving of success, you will approach challenges with determination and resilience. On the other hand, if you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you don't have what it takes, or that success is for others but not for you, you'll find reasons to stay stagnant. Your thoughts act as the foundation for your reality, what you think you become. It's not just about being positive. A powerful mindset is not built on blind optimism, but on a deep, unwavering belief in your ability to adapt, learn, and grow. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, and a strong mindset isn't about pretending those challenges don't exist. It's about recognizing them for what they are: temporary hurdles, not permanent roadblocks. A resilient mindset understands that every failure is a lesson, every setback an opportunity to grow stronger, and every no a step closer to the right. Yes. Shifting your mindset begins with awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. What are you telling yourself daily? Are your thoughts encouraging or defeating? Many of us carry around beliefs that we've inherited from others, parents, teachers, peers, or society at large. These beliefs might have served a purpose at one time, but they can become chains that hold us back if we don't question them. Take a moment to reflect. Are your thoughts serving your highest potential, or are they keeping you small? Recognizing the negative narratives is the first step to changing them. Once you're aware of these limiting beliefs, you can begin to replace them with empowering ones. This isn't about lying to yourself or pretending everything is perfect. It's about consciously choosing thoughts that support the person you want to become. For example, instead of thinking, I'll never be good at this, reframe it as, I'm learning, and with effort I'll get better. Instead of saying, this is too hard, tell yourself, this is a challenge I'm capable of overcoming. These small shifts in language may seem insignificant, but over time, they reshape your entire mindset and, by extension, your reality. Visualization is another powerful tool for cultivating a growth-oriented mindset. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, overcoming challenges, and living the life you desire, you train your brain to believe it's possible. Neuroscience shows that the brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By visualizing success, you're essentially rehearsing it, making it feel more attainable. This practice builds confidence, motivation, and clarity, helping you take the steps necessary to turn your vision into reality. Your environment also plays a critical role in shaping your mindset. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out those who challenge you to think bigger and push beyond your perceived limits. Just as a negative environment can breed doubt and fear, a positive and empowering environment can foster growth and courage. Be mindful of the information you consume, the conversations you engage in, and the energy you allow into your life. All of these factors influence your mindset, either reinforcing limits or encouraging freedom. It's important to remember that mindset is not fixed. It's not something you're born with or without. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. With consistent effort, you can rewire your brain to think in ways that empower rather than limit you. This requires daily practice, affirmations, mindfulness, reflection, and intentional action. Each day presents a new opportunity to choose thoughts that align with your goals and values. Ultimately, the power of mindset lies in its ability to unlock your potential. When you shift from a fixed mindset, one that sees limits and obstacles as immovable, to a growth mindset, one that sees challenges as opportunities and limits as temporary, you open the door to endless possibilities. You realize that the only real barrier to your success is the one you've placed in your own mind. And once you break free from that, there's nothing you cannot achieve. Fear is a force that grips us all. It whispers doubts, magnifies risks, and convinces us to stay where it's safe and familiar. Yet fear, as powerful as it feels, is often an illusion, a shadow of what could go wrong, rather than a reality. The antidote to fear is faith. Faith is not just about belief in a higher power, though for some that's an anchor. Faith is also about believing in yourself, your abilities, and the worthiness of your dreams. Faith is the engine that drives you forward when fear tries to pull you back. Think about the moments when fear has stopped you. Maybe it was a chance to take a leap toward your dreams, a decision to speak up for yourself, or the possibility of pursuing something extraordinary. Fear likely showed up with its usual questions. What if you fail? What if you're not good enough? What will people think? These questions can feel paralyzing, keeping you in a cycle of hesitation. But fear thrives on uncertainty and the unknown. It paints the worst-case scenario as if it's the only possible outcome. Faith, on the other hand, reminds you that the unknown also holds infinite possibilities, many of them beautiful and transformative. Faith over fear is not about pretending fear doesn't exist. It's about acknowledging it without giving it control. Fear will always be there. It's part of being human. It's a survival mechanism that's hardwired into us to protect us from danger. But in today's world, most of the fears we face are not life-threatening. They're fears of failure, rejection, or judgment. These are emotional risks, not physical ones. And while they feel significant, they are challenges you can overcome. Faith allows you to step into these challenges, trusting that even if you stumble, you will rise again. To choose faith over fear, you must first cultivate a deep belief in your own resilience. Resilience is the knowledge that no matter what happens, you have the strength to face it, learn from it, and grow through it. Faith in your resilience means understanding that failure is not the end, it's a stepping stone. Every successful person you admire has faced failure. What sets them apart is their willingness to keep going despite it. They had faith that their journey was worth the struggle, that the vision they held was bigger than their fear. Faith also requires trust in the process. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a challenge, it's hard to see the bigger picture. Fear tells you to stop, to give up, to retreat, because the outcome isn't guaranteed. Faith tells you to keep going, to take the next step, even when the path isn't clear. Trusting the process means understanding that growth often happens in the uncertainty. It's in the moments when you're stretched, tested, and unsure that you discover your strength and potential. Action is a critical component of faith. You can't just think or hope your way out of fear, you have to act. Every small step you take is an act of defiance against fear and an affirmation of faith. The first step is often the hardest, but it's also the most important. Once you move, momentum builds and fear begins to lose its grip. Action transforms abstract belief into tangible progress, and with each step, your confidence grows. Faith is also about finding support. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who remind you of your potential when fear clouds your vision. Lean on those who encourage you to take risks and push beyond your comfort zone. Their belief in you can fuel your faith when your own wavers. At the same time, seek out stories of others who have conquered their fears and achieved greatness. Their journeys serve as proof that fear is not the end, it's merely a part of the process. Choosing faith over fear is a daily practice. It's a decision you make every time you face a choice between staying safe and stepping into the unknown. It's a mindset shift that says, I don't need to know how everything will turn out. I just need to trust that I'm capable of handling whatever comes. Faith allows you to live boldly, to dream big, and to take risks that lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. Fear will always be there, but it doesn't have to control you. With faith, you reclaim your power. You remind yourself that the possibility of success is just as real as the fear of failure. And when you choose faith, you unlock doors that fear would have kept closed. You find strength in uncertainty, courage in the face of doubt, and freedom on the other side of your fears. Faith is not just a belief, it's a choice. Choose it and watch how your world transforms. Adversity often feels overwhelming, like an insurmountable wall blocking the path forward. In these moments, it's easy to question your abilities and wonder if the struggle is worth it. Doubts creep in, and the temptation to give up can feel strong. But adversity, as difficult as it may seem, is not the enemy. It's a teacher. It forces you to dig deep, to tap into reserves of strength and resilience you didn't know you had. Each challenge, no matter how painful, carries a lesson about who you are, what you're capable of, and what truly matters. The key to persevering through adversity is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth. This doesn't mean minimizing the pain or difficulty of the situation. Adversity is hard, and it's okay to acknowledge that. But within every struggle lies a chance to learn, adapt, and evolve. When you approach adversity with this mindset, it transforms from something that holds you back into something that propels you forward. Resilience plays a central role in perseverance. It's the ability to bounce back after a setback, to keep moving even when the odds are stacked against you. Resilience doesn't mean you don't feel pain or frustration, it means you don't let those emotions stop you. Building resilience starts with self-awareness. Understand your emotions, but don't let them define your actions. Allow yourself to feel, to process, but then choose to move forward with determination. Adversity often reveals your true character. When everything is going well, it's easy to stay motivated and confident. But when you're tested, when the plan falls apart, when the doors seem to close, when the odds feel impossible, that's when your inner strength comes to light. Perseverance in these moments isn't just about pushing forward, it's about staying true to your purpose, even when the path gets rough. It's about remembering why you started in the first place and holding on to that vision, no matter how distant it may feel. One of the most powerful tools for perseverance is hope. Hope is not a passive wish for things to improve, it's an active belief that better days are ahead. It's the light that guides you through the darkness, reminding you that adversity is temporary and that every storm eventually passes. When you hold on to hope, you find the courage to take one more step, even when the journey feels endless. Action is another essential element of perseverance. When faced with adversity, the worst thing you can do is stand still. Fear and doubt thrive in inaction, but movement, no matter how small, builds momentum. Take the next step, no matter how insignificant it seems. Progress, even if it's slow, is still progress. Each step forward brings you closer to overcoming the challenge, and with every action, your confidence grows. Support also plays a crucial role in navigating adversity. No one gets through life's challenges alone. Lean on the people who uplift you: friends, family, mentors, or even a supportive community. These are the individuals who remind you of your strength when you forget it yourself. At the same time, don't be afraid to ask for help. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness, it's a testament to your determination to keep going. Adversity has a way of stripping away the superficial, leaving you face to face with what truly matters. It clarifies your priorities, strengthens your resolve, and deepens your appreciation for the journey. When you persevere through tough times, you come out on the other side not only stronger, but also more grateful and more aware of your own potential. Dreaming big isn't just about ambition, it's about possibility. It's about asking, what if instead of saying, I can't, it's about looking beyond the limitations of your present reality and daring to believe that something extraordinary is within your reach. Every great achievement in history, from monumental inventions to revolutionary social movements, began with someone daring to dream big. The individuals who changed the world didn't accept the status quo, they envisioned something greater and took the bold steps necessary to make it happen. The challenge with dreaming big is that it can feel intimidating. Big dreams often seem so far out of reach that doubt creeps in before you even begin. How will I get there? What if I fail? Do I have what it takes? These questions are natural, but they're also the barriers you must overcome. The fear of failure and the uncertainty of the journey are not reasons to abandon your dreams, they're signs that you're aiming high enough. A dream that doesn't scare you a little isn't big enough. The first step to dreaming big is giving yourself permission to do so. Too often, people limit their aspirations because they feel undeserving or fear judgment. But your dreams are yours, they don't need to fit anyone else's expectations. Grant yourself the freedom to imagine without boundaries, to explore the impossible, and to believe that you are capable of achieving more than you've ever thought possible. A big dream is not meant to be comfortable. It should challenge you, stretch you, and push you to grow. The process of pursuing a big dream requires stepping out of your comfort zone, facing fears, and developing new skills. It's not meant to be easy, but that's what makes it meaningful. The pursuit of a big dream transforms you. It teaches you resilience, creativity, and perseverance. It forces you to confront your doubts and rise above them, proving to yourself that you're stronger and more capable than you realized. It's important to remember that dreaming big doesn't mean you have to achieve everything overnight. Big dreams are built on small, consistent steps. Break your vision into actionable goals and focus on making progress each day. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you've envisioned. Progress fuels momentum, and momentum builds confidence. With each milestone you reach, the dream that once felt distant becomes more tangible. Surrounding yourself with the right people is also critical when you're pursuing a big dream. Find individuals who inspire and encourage you, those who share your belief in the power of possibility. Avoid those who dismiss your vision or try to pull you back into mediocrity. The energy and perspectives of the people around you have a profound impact on your mindset and motivation. Choose to be in an environment that fosters growth and supports your aspirations. Dreaming big also requires embracing the inevitability of setbacks. The road to any significant achievement is rarely smooth. Challenges, failures, and obstacles are part of the process. But these moments are not indications that your dream is unattainable. They are opportunities to learn, adapt, and refine your approach. Each setback teaches you something valuable and brings you closer to success. Perseverance is the key to turning big dreams into reality. Big dreams are not selfish. When you pursue a vision that excites and inspires you, it often has a ripple effect, impacting those around you and even the broader world. Your courage to dream big can encourage others to do the same, creating a cycle of inspiration and empowerment. By striving for something greater, you not only elevate your own life, but also contribute to something larger than yourself. Ultimately, dreaming big is a declaration of faith in yourself, in the possibilities of life, and in the belief that you are capable of more. It's about refusing to settle, pushing beyond the limits of your current circumstances, and daring to create a future that excites and inspires you. When you dream big, you set the stage for extraordinary things to happen. You challenge yourself to grow, to strive, and to achieve what once seemed impossible. And in doing so, you unlock the limitless potential that has been within you all along. Taking consistent action is the heartbeat of progress. Dreams and goals, no matter how inspiring, remain intangible until they are met with deliberate, consistent effort. The act of taking consistent action is not just about working hard, it's about showing up every single day with intention, commitment, and focus. It's about transforming ambition into reality, one step at a time. The power of consistent action lies in its ability to compound over time, turning small efforts into extraordinary outcomes. Consistency often separates those who succeed from those who fall short. Talent and intelligence are valuable, but they mean little without the discipline to keep moving forward, especially when the initial excitement fades. Consistent action builds momentum. Each step, no matter how small, creates energy that propels you forward. It's not about making huge leaps overnight. It's about steady, incremental progress that accumulates into significant results. One of the greatest challenges of consistency is maintaining effort in the absence of immediate results. In a world that values instant gratification, it's easy to become discouraged when progress feels slow or invisible. But this is where faith in the process becomes essential. The work you do today may not yield visible results tomorrow, but over time, the cumulative effect of your actions will become undeniable. Just as drops of water can carve through stone, consistent effort can break through even the most daunting challenges. To take consistent action, clarity is key. You need to know what you're working toward and why it matters. A vague goal or uncertain motivation makes it difficult to sustain effort. When you have a clear vision and a deep connection to your purpose, every action takes on greater meaning. You're not just going through the motions, you're building towards something significant. This clarity serves as a compass, guiding your actions and keeping you aligned with your objectives. One of the most powerful tools for maintaining consistency is creating a routine. Routines remove the need for constant decision-making, allowing you to focus your energy on execution rather than deliberation. When certain actions become habitual, they require less mental effort, making it easier to stay on track. Whether it's dedicating a specific time each day to your work, setting aside moments for reflection and planning, or committing to regular practice of a skill, routines create the structure needed to sustain consistent effort. Discipline is another cornerstone of consistency. It's the ability to stay committed even when motivation wanes. Motivation is fleeting. It's easy to feel inspired when you're excited about a new goal or idea. But there will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when the work feels monotonous or the progress seems non-existent. Discipline is what keeps you going in those moments. It's the quiet determination to honor your commitments to yourself, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Accountability can also play a significant role in consistent action. Sharing your goals with someone you trust or working with a mentor can help you stay on track. When others are aware of your commitments, you're more likely to follow through, not just for yourself, but also to uphold your word. Accountability adds an external layer of encouragement and support, keeping you focused on your path. It's important to recognize that consistency doesn't mean perfection. There will be days when you stumble, when life's demands disrupt your plans or your energy falters. The key is not to let these moments derail you entirely. Consistency is about resilience, getting back on track as quickly as possible and continuing to move forward. Progress is not a straight line, but every step, even the imperfect ones, brings you closer to your goal. Over time, the effects of consistent action extend beyond tangible results. Consistency builds confidence. Each small win reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed, creating a positive feedback loop. It strengthens your character, teaching you discipline, patience, and the value of hard work. It transforms your identity. You become someone who takes action, someone who follows through, someone who makes things happen. Taking consistent action is not glamorous, but it's transformative. It's the daily grind that turns dreams into reality, the quiet determination that overcomes obstacles, and the unwavering commitment that separates success from failure. Every great accomplishment is the result of countless small, consistent efforts. When you embrace the power of consistency, you unlock your potential and pave the way for extraordinary achievements. The path to growth, success, and fulfillment is not without its challenges. Along the way, doubt and negativity will inevitably creep in, often in the form of internal self-criticism or external voices that question your abilities and aspirations. These forces, if left unchecked, can erode your confidence, limit your potential, and hold you back from achieving your dreams. Learning to silence doubt and negativity is essential to building a mindset that fosters resilience, positivity, and success. Doubt often begins as a whisper, a small voice in the back of your mind that questions your ability to succeed. It asks, what if I fail, or what if I'm not good enough? Left unchecked, it grows louder, feeding on fear and insecurity until it drowns out your confidence. This self-doubt can be paralyzing, causing you to second-guess your decisions, avoid taking risks, or give up on your goals altogether. But doubt is not an indicator of your ability, it's a reflection of your mindset in moments of uncertainty. Recognizing this truth is the first step in silencing it. Negativity, on the other hand, often comes from external sources. People around you, friends, family, colleagues, or society at large might express skepticism about your dreams, criticize your efforts, or project their own fears onto you. Sometimes these voices come from a place of concern or misunderstanding. Other times they stem from jealousy or a lack of vision. Regardless of the source, negativity can be deeply discouraging, particularly when it comes from those whose opinions you value. However, it's crucial to understand that others' doubts are not your reality. Their limitations do not define what you are capable of achieving. Silencing doubt and negativity begins with self-awareness. Pay attention to the thoughts you entertain and the voices you allow to influence you. When doubt arises, question it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fear? Is it helping me move forward or holding me back? Often you'll find that doubt is rooted in assumptions rather than reality. By challenging these thoughts, you begin to dismantle their power over you. Setting boundaries is equally important when dealing with external negativity. You cannot control what others say or think, but you can control how much you allow their opinions to affect you. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, support your goals, and encourage your growth. These individuals act as a counterbalance to negativity, reminding you of your potential when doubt threatens to take over. At the same time, limit your exposure to those who consistently bring you down. Protecting your mental and emotional space is an act of self-respect and empowerment. Taking action is one of the most effective ways to silence doubt. Inaction gives fear and negativity room to grow, but movement creates momentum. Every step you take, no matter how small, builds confidence and demonstrates to yourself that you are capable. Action turns abstract fears into manageable challenges, providing evidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. The more you act, the quieter doubt becomes, replaced by the growing belief in your ability to succeed. Gratitude is another powerful tool in combating negativity. When you focus on what you're thankful for, the opportunities you have, the progress you've made, and the support around you, it becomes harder to dwell on what's lacking or what could go wrong. Gratitude shifts your perspective, grounding you in positivity and strengthening your resolve to keep moving forward. Silencing doubt and negativity is not about eliminating these forces entirely. They're part of being human. Instead, it's about managing them so they don't control you. It's about choosing to focus on what empowers you rather than what holds you back. The journey to success is as much about mental fortitude as it is about skill and effort. By cultivating a mindset that prioritizes confidence, gratitude, and action, you create an environment where doubt and negativity cannot thrive. Ultimately, the power to silence doubt and negativity lies within you. It's a choice you make every day to believe in yourself, to trust your journey, and to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Each time you choose to rise above doubt and negativity, you take a step closer to the life you envision, proving to yourself and the world that nothing can stand in the way of your dreams. In the end, breaking free from your limits is a journey of courage, resilience, and unwavering belief in your potential. It's about challenging the barriers you've accepted, daring to dream big, and committing to the relentless pursuit of growth. Adversity will test you, doubt will whisper in your ear, and negativity may try to pull you down, but you hold the power to rise above it all. By taking consistent action, embracing perseverance, and silencing the voices that tell you you can't, you unlock a world of possibilities. This isn't just about achieving goals, it's about transforming who you are. It's about becoming the person who refuses to settle, who dares to aim higher, and who inspires others to do the same. Breaking free from your limits is not just a decision, it's a declaration of faith in your boundless potential. It's a commitment to yourself and to the extraordinary life you are capable of creating. So step forward, trust in your strength, and never stop reaching for the greatness that lies within you. The limits you thought were unbreakable are just waiting for you to prove them wrong. Thank you.